been a while. Like I'm barely home as it is, and then when I am home, I'm here to just like eat, maybe clean up a little bit, and then sleep, and then I get up and I'm gone all day. And this is like my first time just sitting down in my living room for like in like about 2 months.
Damn, it's been that crazy, huh?
I just stay busy. I live alone and stuff, so I just go out and do all sorts of cool shit. Like March 1st, gonna go see Alex Hammerstone. He's wrestling against Chris Masters down there in Phoenix.
He's gonna be there again. I think last time I spoke to you, you told me he was gonna be there.
Yeah, it was a last minute change because it was supposed to be Alex Hammerstone against Brian Cage,
Mm,
but Brian had other prior engagements, and then also Matt Cardona was supposed to be there, but he got a little bit injured to where he couldn't heal up in time.
mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
fun stuff. That's what they
Yeah.
mean by that's that little asterisk on a wrestling card where it says card subject to change.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
that.
Exactly. Well, we're live now, and I'm here with the Mike Omega. He's back with me, and today I want to talk about the Royal Rumble because we saw the Royal Rumble recently, and the last entrant of the 2025 Royal Rumble was Logan Paul, and that got a lot of heat,
Mhm.
which the fans were not happy. First of all, they don't not a whole lot of people like Logan Paul. That's
No.
understandable. He can be he's Logan Paul. Let's just leave it at that. So it got me thinking, what is another really, really bad number 30 entrant, or possibly a worse final entrant of the Royal Rumble that we can come up with? So that's what I want to pick your brain about, Mike. So we're going to talk about Royal Rumbles, go back as far as possible in time as we can, and see if we can come up with any worst number 30 final entrance of the Royal Rumble here today. And yeah, just talk all things Royal Rumble. So that's what we're gonna be doing here. But before we get into that, Mike, I want to catch up with you, man, because I've been following you on your socials, and you've been doing some pretty interesting stuff, man. So for the people that aren't aware of what you've been up to lately, man, tell us what's been going on.
Oh well, just been working my job as usual, just a little bit extra, and also been going to a lot more independent wrestling events, especially one that's in here in Arizona, the Arizona Wrestling Federation, and I decided to take it upon myself to go ahead and get my get myself a suit and a microphone. Walked up to just a lot of the people on the roster, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to interview or something like that?" And leading up to the matches, and then they're like, "You gonna post it up as soon as you do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, no
Mm-hmm.
problem." So that's where the fluctuation of all of these. That's where the fluctuation of all these like posts started coming up with the interviews and collabs and things. And what's cool is like you actually get to see some of the promo skills. They get to see their promo skills up front when it's posted like that, and they get to actually see if they want to work on it. Or I also have like a few in reserve that I did
Mm-hmm.
that didn't make it because of certain cards changing. And this is a lot more of a smaller event. So this next event I'll go to on the first is going to be give or take a little bit bigger because this is like one of their yearly this is like one of their yearly events right here that they do. It's called Triumph, and I want to try and get some bigger names that are going to be there. But on top of that, making friends with these people at the same time
Mm-hmm.
that I'm talking to them. Like I don't really talk to them by their actual names and stuff, but their ring names, and tell them, you know what, when that camera starts rolling, you bring the heat, say
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want. Don't worry, you're on a private page or you're on a privatized page, so this shouldn't affect you. But make sure you bring your A game if that's what you're looking to do, or if not, just tell me what you're feeling leading up to the match that you're about to be in,
Hmm.
because some of them were title matches that were going on, and then I did do some with I did a few. Like I said, they didn't make it, and they're actually really good. They work off of their surroundings and everything, and that was just really cool to watch as a dynamic right there.
Yeah, so my first question is so it's not fuck, I always confuse these names and I feel like I should know these things, but it's not a ring announcer. So you're basically playing the role of like what uh who's who's the modern day backstage interviewer right now? Is it like what's her name? Jackie Redmond or something like that?
Either that or a Byron Saxton or something like that.
Yeah, what's the name? What's like the actual title for those roles? I can't remember.
Correspondent can be one of them, and
Mhm.
then you have just your run of the
Yeah.
mill viewer.
And I gotta say, dude, when I saw those videos that you posted of you interviewing these people, I'm like, man, this is so dope because you're going you're going big, go big or go home. Like you're doing it like you got the suit, your hair is all nice and done. You look professional. You look the part, dude. As opposed to just like, oh, I'm just some random guy in a t-shirt here. No, like you look like like a reporter and stuff. And I thought that's what I thought was really great. And it's on point, dude. So I was like really glad that you were doing that. So what made you say, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go get the suit and I'm gonna comb my hair and look the part.
Just as I used to put it with my friends and everything, you just take your daily dose of fuck it and see what's going to happen.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. And do these people know who you are? Like, do they know like the exposure that they're getting by letting them or letting you interview them? I should say.
Um, well, they know now. I don't really flaunt my like how many followers I have. I don't flaunt like who I am. I'm literally interviewing them as if I work there. But inside, I'm like, I'm a fan listening to these people cut a promo, and then I'm working off of them, and then I got my camera guy that's there with me, and
After.
I buy his ass a ticket, and he's gonna sit there with the camera, and he's going, and I tell him record, you record, and then if they don't like it, we cut, we do another take, we do what we got to do. Yeah, we try to keep it like that right there, where I'm not just some fan interviewing them. I'm actually, doing this because I love wrestling, and this is the page I represent. We're behind the memes, behind the messages, behind all of the weight loss content, behind all like this is just Mike Omega having a little bit of fun,
Yeah,
and
dude.
and doing it as if like I'm getting paid like millions to do this. And even though I need a lot of work on my end, right there, I watch some of them back, and I'm like, man, there's a couple things I could work on, and so that's I go from there. And you never know, you could run into somebody and they might go, hey, it's you, I recognize you. And then
Right.
who knows, I could get called and say, hey, we need a ring announcer, do you want to come do this? Because I've come to the conclusion that if there's a chance that I don't make it like in the business, like on the wrestling side, I can at least make it on that side right there, because they have a lot more fun, in my opinion, being able to go to different places. Now, even if I have to buy a ticket to go and do this, that's fine. That's my investment that I make, because I'm having a lot of fun. I'm in an atmosphere that I enjoy, and I'm annoying as fuck when I'm like asking them if they want to interview. Like I have to be a little bit persistent, and this
Right.
goes with the lines of, if you want something or if you want something to happen, you can't just sit on your ass and wait for something to happen. You just look the part, look like you belong there, act like you belong there, and just be polite. Ask if you got to get a little persistent, get a little persistent, and that's the way it goes. Build a little rapport with people. Let them know that you're just you're a person just like they're a person.
Right.
And most of the time, though, they want to work on their craft, and chances are they're gonna have this promo that they cut. I post it, they watch it back, and maybe that'll help them work a little more on their stuff because they'll notice a couple kinks in their armor and say, I got to work on this. So, all in all, it's a big synergy of just self improving right there, just
Yeah.
in a wrestling sense.
That's awesome. Yeah. And also, like, this could be because you're just starting this new adventure, you know, and this could be the beginning of, I don't know, dude. You kind of already look like a manager. What
You know,
would you be open to doing something like that?
of course, I'm always open to doing things like that. The thing is, though, like the owner has to talk to you. Like, you can't just, like, a wrestler can't just grab you off the street and go, hey, you're going to be my manager.
Yeah.
No, you literally have to talk to the owner of the promotion first before you can get into that field right there. So I'm waiting on a message back from them to see if, like, maybe we want to work something out. Tell I'm willing to do it for free for the experience, because sometimes that's what it's going to take in order to get to bigger and better steps. Apparently, some of these places will be short of ring announcers. Some of these places will do that sort of thing. And something hit the nail on the head. I saw a message, not a message, I saw a video from Alex Hammerstone himself, talking about inserting yourself and being the best person in whatever that you're trying to do. But he's doing it in the wrestling sense, where he's like telling the wrestlers that, hey, if you're trying to come up and you're trying to if you're trying to come up and you're trying to get matches, you're trying to get booked, and you want to be that like guy that puts helps put chairs up, helps put the ring up, helps does all this, but you're sitting your ass like and catering or something like that, and you're waiting for them to insert you somewhere because somebody didn't show up, or because somebody's sick, or because somebody just flat out had a conflict to schedule, and you're waiting for that little thing right there. That's what's diminishing you and getting yourself further ahead. So quite frankly, it's going to be something a little bit bigger, whether it happens now or it happens next year or a year after. It's just giving me time to continue to work on myself, to work on my health, work on my skills, work on every single thing that I value improving in
Yeah.
the end.
No, yeah, absolutely, man. Well, shit. Yeah, you got to pay your dues, man. You got to start somewhere, and eventually, hard work does pay off, man. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to see what how far you can take this thing, man. I think that's super cool. I love when I see like, friends and people that I've met like in the IWC that actually go out there and they test themselves like in the business. So I think that's dope, man. That gets me really pumped for you. So, yeah, good luck with that, man. But I want to get started on this Royal Rumble thing. Did you watch this year's Royal Rumble?
I did. I
And
did.
and what did you think about seeing Logan Paul come out as number 30?
You know, I have very hot takes on heel heat. All right, for instance, part of me wanted him to win. Now, stay with me. Stay with me.
Oh shit. All right.
Part of me wanted him to win, but that's not the case right there, because remember, you have to look at it. If you're going to look at it from any point, and I saw something from Undertaker today, and he was telling everyone, he's like, fans just need to sit back and enjoy the show. Fans need to sit back and enjoy the show. Quit fantasy booking in your head, because you're doing nothing but letting yourself down to the point where you're complaining about results that don't happen because you booked them in your fucking head that it wasn't going to happen, or that it
That's
didn't.
true. That's a good point.
So I thought the coolest part was who he eliminated is what makes that number 30 not so bad, because that gets him more go away heat. That gets him more instilled as that heel that you just don't want to fuck with. You just don't want him there. And you know what? Those are the best heels right there. I can't fucking stand him when I see him on my screen. So he's doing a good job right there. He's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing some dudes. I think he smashed some dude's Polaroid camera.
On it, yeah.
They, I don't know if it was. it wasn't that WWE fool. I know him.
It
Like
was
I
some content creator, yeah.
yeah,
And I was wondering if that was like if they planted that spot.
no, he wasn't a plant. I could just see with my eyes. I mean, who
Because like out
knows?
of all the people in that arena, why that guy specifically? You know,
Because he
like
had a fucking Polaroid. He's sticking out like a sore thumb.
uh,
So of course Logan Paul's like, "Oh, let me see his Polaroid," and bah, just throws it to the ground. And then the guy like talks about how Logan Paul smashed his Polaroid to the point where it got to Logan Paul, and Logan, being the heel he is, he's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and send this guy a replacement Polaroid," and he fucking smashed it, and then sent the pieces of the Polaroid to that guy.
oh, nice. That's what's
So
up.
I thought that was, I'm like, that is some class, that's some A class heel shit right there, all the way.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, my favorite manager is Bobby the Brain Heenan. And when was he the best? When he was a heel.
Mm-hmm.
But that dude,
Absolutely. Yeah.
that dude can chop it up on a microphone better than nobody, better than anybody. And I would put him up against Paul Heyman all day because some will try and say that Heyman's the GOAT, but he's better than Heenan. And whoever says that, go fuck yourself. He'll never be better than Heenan. Heenan was a good guy outside of the ring. Heyman is a piece of shit outside of the ring. There's a big difference right there. His character bleeds into him right there, where every time I see Heyman, yeah, he can go on the mic. He can cut a promo like no tomorrow. But then all the stories I read about him, I'm just like, man, that's crazy that the same guy who used to bounce fucking checks in ECW and the way he screwed Tommy Dreamer over and the way he did all these. Now I wasn't there, so I'm not taking it personal, but I have to look at this as this is the light right here. And the light is you got to have that heel heat, man. And
So
so
so you weren't opposed or like most wrestling fans that were really upset about, you know, some people were like, "Man, I forgot that Logan Paul was in this thing." So when I saw him come out number 30, they were just they were not happy. But that wasn't the case for you. You were actually like, "Okay, I'm cool with this then."
yeah, I get it. I really do. What I loved more than anything about him being number 30 is he eliminated
Punk.
Punk.
Mhm.
And
I thought it was just Punk cuz
right
Punk.
after, but right after he eliminated Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Nah, no, I think it
By,
was
by
Punk.
all.
Punk eliminated Seth Rollins and Roman.
Well, that's what I mean. That it's just that whole order of what happened between that and
Yeah.
then Logan
Logan
Paul.
Paul being the one standing over Punk, Roman, and Seth Rollins while they're
Exactly.
outside of the ring. Look, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I have a feeling that if I have to, like, I know I just talked about, the booking fantasy shit because people need to tone it down a little bit on that. But that leaves a wide opening for, because Logan's already dealt with Roman, Logan's already dealt with Seth. Now he's going to deal with Punk next.
Well, they're all going to be in the chamber, all of them
Mhm.
except Roman, which could lead to Roman maybe showing up, and I don't know. Roman still owes Seth Rollins a receipt from those stomps that Seth Rollins gave Roman at the Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but going back to this whole number 30, because Logan Paul got a lot of heat for being number 30, I want to try and I want to know, to you, in your opinion, what was a worst number 30 entrant that you can think of than Logan Paul, where you were just like disgusted. You were just like, oh my God, I can't believe this fucking person. They decided to go with this person as number 30.
Mm. Well, this is going to make some people mad. And I don't care.
That's what we're here for.
And I don't care
Yeah.
because I was so enthralled with the Yes movement. I was
Yes.
so enthralled with that
Yes.
that when Rey Mysterio was number 30, that fucking killed me a little bit. I was like, and Poor Ray. All right, poor Ray. He got booed to death. I was one of them. I'm not gonna admit I
Really? I don't
booed the.
remember the booze, but according to
Oh,
my
dude, he got booed like hard. And then what happened after is when corporate Kane and Big Show started eliminating everybody that they wanted to win, and it was just it turned into this giant shit of
so this
what.
was the year 2014, right? I have Rey Mysterio
Right.
written down as number 30 for 2014. Does that sound right?
Yep, sounds right.
Okay.
And that was a very interesting year because they had a lot of stuff they had planned out before Punk quit.
Hmm.
Yeah, when Punk quit, that was just like they had to give it to somebody else. They ended up tossing it over to Daniel Bryan, and then Daniel Bryan not being in the Royal Rumble at number 30 was just crazy right there. And then that was the start of the S movement.
So I was not expecting you to say Rey Mysterio of all people was the one that that got the most heat with you.
Mm,
Um,
the most heat, I would say like that's one of my top picks for the worst, but I'm
yeah,
talking from a fan perspective.
yeah.
Now, one of the ones that I probably didn't really agree with
Wait, but
was
first, before we throw out more names, why was it that, like, as a fan, you didn't like Rey Mysterio being number 30? I know you said it involved the Yes movement, but tell me a little bit more about that.
I just wasn't buying into Ray like everyone else was. Because you had to remember Ray was bouncing back and forth by that times where you forgot he was even on the roster.
Mm.
And then last I checked, it kind of sucks because the way that they did him dirty against Cena right when he got the title because Punk did the whole I'm leaving and then because now we're going back like a couple more years
Hmm.
on this one because to me this is what kind of killed his momentum to where because I believe he left a little shortly after that due to health reasons and then he started getting into Lucha Underground and he started doing all these things on the sides right there and
Mm.
then he just shows up out of nowhere and he's like number 30 in the Royal Rumble. But he showed up at such a wrong crossroad right there. He shows up at a time where everyone was like, Daniel Bryan this, Daniel Bryan that. I want the GOAT, GOAT, GOAT boy. GOAT boy needs to win. GOAT boy. Yeah, it's like that.
So people or you as a fan, because I was like kind of not watching during this time, so I don't really remember too much about this year. So were people expecting Daniel Bryan to be number 30? Is that why?
Yeah, because for the whole entire match, now I could be wrong. I could be misremembering some shit, but
Yeah,
one of the things were they were just chanting Daniel Bryan almost the whole match,
yeah.
the whole entire event.
Do you remember Daniel Bryan even being in that? He wasn't in that Rumble that year at all.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I remember being a huge fan of the Yes movement also, and I during that time I just remember like it kind of felt like they just never really were trying to pull the trigger on him
Hmm.
until eventually they did, you know. And so yeah, that makes sense. Like that timeline makes sense. Where like, oh man, everyone was hoping for Daniel Bryan to show up at the Royal Rumble, and then he just didn't.
That's
Um,
also a perfect example of quit listening to the fucking fans so much. Because
what do you mean?
what happened shortly after he won the title at WrestleMania?
It was the next year, I think, right? 2015 is when he won it, right?
No, he won it the same year
Oh, okay, okay.
because the Yes movement got really strong. It was leading into WrestleMania 30. Yeah, he won the title, like undisputed title and everything. However, he ended up having to vacate it.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense then. Yeah, I can see how, you know, depending on the momentum of the show and, what you want as a fan, if it could be a tough spot to put someone in number 30 especially if it's someone that people really want to see come out. That's a big number in the Royal Rumble, so
Mhm.
it's kind of a huge letdown when you don't see someone that you want come out as a number 30. And I feel like, man, the at least the last few years to me, it seems like it's been happening a lot lately. Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you on the other hand now. So I asked you about, okay, what's one of the number 30s that you didn't really enjoy? Let me ask you the opposite question. What is the last one that you can think of that you were like, hell yeah, yes, this
John
is
Cena,
okay? John
when he,
Cena was 2008, right?
yep, when he returned from his injury, but he returned super early,
Okay.
earlier than expected.
I remember recently seeing those videos, but again, I don't remember the whole story. So please remind us, the people that don't remember, what was happening with John Cena around that time.
He tore his tricep during a match, and I believe they tried to storyline it with Batista putting him in a power bomb that he caught him in a top of the rope leg drop, and that was it right there. But there was like another story of like how he really did it, and it was like such a weird freak accident right there. But that sidelined him. He actually finished the match that he did tear his tricep. I'm trying to remember who he wrestled when that happened. But leading up to that Royal Rumble, he would give his his usual ambiguous like updates like, oh, I'm working on myself, just got out of surgery, just did this, just did that. And nobody was expecting him to show up at the Royal Rumble. And then gets one of the loudest pops in history when he shows up at number 30 in
Yep.
2008.
Mm-hmm. That was the iconic moment when Triple H was standing in the middle of the ring. Like the camera was zooming in on Triple H when John
Mm-hmm.
Cena's music hit, and I remember the pop, and I remember Jr. I think it was Jr. who was announcing the Rumble at the time. But
Yeah, and everybody lost it. They lost their marbles on that one. And those are always the best ones right there
yeah,
because they lose their marbles and everyone's just going crazy. And this is a little bit before like, Cena sucks and all those, and there was a few fans that were showing up. They were like, "Oh, here we go again with this shit."
um, and then to make matters even greater, John Cena ended up winning this Royal Rumble, right?
Yep, indeed.
So that's where I want to go to next. So we're talking about now we're talking about your favorite Royal Rumble number 30, but how many now I know I'm about to ask you some crazy questions. There's no right answer to this cuz there's no way unless you're some fucking I don't know, crazy wrestling fan that researches crazy stats like this. How many, and just take a wild guess, how many number 30 entrants have actually won the Royal Rumble like John Cena in 2008?
Isn't it like 5 or 6?
Number 30 winners, I have one, two, three, four, five. Yes, you're right. Right on point, actually. Well, we mentioned John Cena was one of them. Can you name the other four?
Absolutely not.
No? Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I I don't pay too much
Just
attention on
just
that.
take
The
a
only
just take a wild guess. There's the we're not competing here. It's just your whatever names come to mind.
um Austin had to be a number 30, wasn't he?
Austin, was he a 30? Let me see. I believe he was, but he never won it. He didn't win it when he was number 30. No, it wasn't Austin. You want to take
Let's
another
see.
guess?
The other number 30 was Cody Rhodes.
Cody. Cody was the other one. 2023, a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's when I'm gonna be honest with you. That's when I kind of loved the ending to this Royal Rumble that just passed because it was unexpected. No one expected that to happen, and then you had all the internet complaining, and these are the same motherfuckers that sat here and they're complaining about Cena when he was winning everything. Super Cena sucks, and
Hmm.
I'm so glad Edge fucked him up at, you know, one night stand and cost him the title against RVD. And these are the same fans, man, and they just want to go and complain about that. I'm like, I'm happy for Jay. Good for him.
Yeah, dude, that was one of the things that I didn't understand either. Like, all of a sudden, everyone became a Jey Uso hater, and we talked about that. I talked about this a lot. I did multiple episodes on this. I'm like, we were literally yeeting with Jey Uso for the last year, year and a half, but now all of a sudden he wins the Royal Rumble, and now everyone hates him. It's like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, dude,
Now,
you're
did I
preaching to the
like him
choir,
winning?
man.
Now, did I like him winning? Not really. But did it throw me off? Absolutely. Did I want Cena to win? The fan in me did.
But did it
I'm
make
not,
sense to you the fact that Jey Uso won it?
biggest merch mover, gets the crowd going. He's so fucking over. It's crazy. So
Yeah.
it makes sense for him to win when you look at it. And then the other side of it is I hope Gunther fucking wins. All right.
Yeah. No,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest. He's you
I
know,
feel
he's
like I feel like
he's
if
for the
Gunther
he's for the
wins, if
he's for the kids. The kids love him and
yeah,
all that.
I
So
feel like if Gunther wins at WrestleMania, he beats Jey Uso. I feel like we have another year of storytelling with Jey Uso where he's chasing the belt.
it
But
depends. Why does he lose?
because Gunther's the better man.
Why does he lose? That's gonna be the big kicker right there. Why does he lose?
Yeah,
If he loses clean over Gunther, I mean, if it's a clean,
it's clean. It's gonna be clean.
it's not like they're not doing this again. He's lost twice already.
I mean, maybe we'll see. Okay, let's get back to the Royal Rumble.
Okay,
Do you want to guess
and then
one?
hot fucking take. Jimmy's better. Sue me.
Damn. All right. Well, fuck. People are gonna come after you now talking about Jay like that. Nah. Um. All right.
I
So you got
don't care.
Cena,
I like Big Jim. Big Jim should be the next year's winner.
the next
Fuck
tribal
it.
chief.
Let's have some nepotism. Let's do this.
Fuck. All right. So we got Cena. We got Cody. Number 30. Final entrance that actually won the Royal Rumble. We have three more names. What do you think those names are?
I'm leaning towards the Hulkster brother.
No. Do you want to give one more guess, or do you want to hear the
Mm,
names?
Shawn Michaels.
Nope.
Mm, The Rock.
Nope.
I know Del Rio won one.
I think you're right. I think the one that Del Rio won,
It was the
I
40 man,
it
but
was
he
the
came in at
40
number
man.
30.
Yeah, the 40 man was 2011, but he was not number 30. Del Rio.
No.
No, that year it was actually Kane who was that. Well, he
Mm,
could have been number 30, but the last one was Kane at number 40.
mm, gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. Taker never won a Rumble.
Yes, he did.
Really? Which one? I'm trying to remember.
2007.
That's right. Oh, that was that good Undertaker too. I'm like, see, I
You're
look
hot.
back.
You're hot. Undertaker was number 30, 2007.
Mm,
So that's the a third, 3 out of 5 wrestlers that entered at number 30 and ended up winning. And we got two more.
I don't think Brett ever won a Royal Rumble, did he? No,
No. No, he
no, he
did not.
didn't. Sean did, but Sean was never number 30.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Mike.
Talk about what?
Bret Hart never won a Royal Rumble.
Here we go.
Let's
You
talk
know
about
what?
that. Yeah.
You know that '97 Rumble was booked perfectly, even though it looked like shit. Like when you watch it back, it looked like shit horribly.
Damn, I did watch it back and I did a review, but I don't really remember too much about it anymore.
Um, well, Brett technically won, but the refs didn't see it.
Tech. Okay, no, I didn't see that one then. I didn't see that one.
Because '97 was when Brett eliminated Austin.
Mm.
I believe he came in at number 13, and he eliminated Austin. The refs didn't see it because they were breaking up a scrum on the other side of the ring. And so Austin reinserted himself back in.
Oh, that was the one.
He eliminated Brett had eliminated Diesel or fake Diesel at the time, and Austin eliminated Vader and Undertaker, and then he eliminates Bret Hart and wins the Rumble.
Oh shit. Okay, that's right. That sounds right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what else sounds right? You know who did win a Royal Rumble? Was Shawn Michaels. Just
Yeah, he
saying.
won it twice.
He did.
Yeah,
He did. Not just twice. Back to back, y'all. Back
he
to back.
threw out Bulldog in '95, and then he Sweet Chin Music Diesel in '96.
And we're gonna talk about that too, Mike. We're gonna talk about that too. But I just wanted to throw that out there just in case for the people that did not know. Bret Hart never won a Rumble.
Nope, he
Never.
sure didn't.
All right. So we got two more names to go, Mike. Do you want to give it another go for the number 30s that actually won the Royal Rumbles?
Triple H.
Triple H 2016 entered
Yeah,
at number 30 and
and
won
he
it.
won the title because he threw Roman Reigns out and then threw Dean Ambrose out and won that fucking title.
That I don't remember, but so wait, so was the title on the line for this Rumble?
This was an old school Royal Rumble match. Now, when I say old school, that used to be the stipulation majority of the time that whoever won, it wasn't a main event of WrestleMania, you got the fucking title if you
Yep.
won.
Yep.
And I kind of wish they would do something like that here and there. It would be nice.
Yeah.
Put a title on the line. Like there's a vacated title, maybe storyline it, somebody gets injured because they want time off, injury type shit right there.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and then whoever wins gets a title, whatever's vacated.
Absolutely. All right, Mike. You've gotten all four except one. There is one more, and I'm gonna give you a clue. Maybe it's not much of a clue.
Wait. Was it Ray?
No.
Because Ray won one.
Ray won in
Benoit
2014.
won one. Let's see. Benoit won a Rumble. Rollins won a Rumble, I believe.
Yes, but it wasn't him. He didn't when Rollins won. He wasn't number 30.
Roman was number 30, wasn't he?
Roman was number 30 at one point, I believe, but he did not win it.
Darn, it was close.
You're
Can you
getting
give me
hot though. You're getting hot. The clue that I wanted to give you, and this probably doesn't mean anything to you, because knowing your heelish ways, but this is someone that gets a lot of heat, and who probably got a lot of heat when he entered at number 30 because of who he is. Think about someone who's like very like uh just wrong time all the time. What I'm gonna say this was like one of the ones that was like the ones that I hated the most seeing.
Oh, I got it.
Who?
Santino. I'm just kidding.
No,
just kidding.
no. Worse. Hey, Santino number 30. I would have popped for that probably, but do you give up?
Can you give me a decade?
I can give you a decade. It was recent. It was very, very recent.
In this decade, like the 20s or
It's the 20s.
Is it Cody again?
No.
No. Who won the 20? Oh, was it Drew?
No, not Drew.
Okay.
The year was 2022.
And he was number 30, and he was the worst number 30 because were we talking about winners still?
Yep. And he won it. On top of being number 30, he won the damn thing. He just came in and just stole the damn thing.
Because Cody won back to back, but that was 23 and 24.
So this was
So
before Cody.
this was before Cody. And is he still on the roster?
Nope.
Brock.
Brock Lesnar, y'all.
Okay.
2022, entered at number 30 and won it. And I was pissed off too.
What? You were pissed at the fucking Brock party? Are you kidding me, dude?
Because I want to say, I think I'm confusing this one because didn't he do that with the Money in the Bank one time?
Oh, he turned that thing into a boombox, and that was like some of the most epic shit ever. Because honestly, that right there got him over with the fans.
The boombox thing.
Yeah, that was awesome. Him squashing Kofi. Go fuck yourself, fans.
I wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad at that. But yeah, so there we had those 5 people. Now, I want to ask you about earlier. We were talking about Shawn Michaels winning it because he's the best wrestler ever, and
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
He won it back to back, so that is one guy that won it back to back. But there's other 3 names that have won Royal Rumbles back to back, and you said the other name earlier, which was
the Hulkster.
The Hulkster won back to back 1990, 1991. Shawn Michaels 1995, 1996. And there are 2 other names. I believe you already said them.
You got Cody Rhodes won twice.
Yep.
And then did Roman win twice?
No.
Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin 1997 and 1998 back to back.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
And then Vince won the next year.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm glad that you brought that one up because I know I said earlier that for me, one of the worst ones was Brock Lesnar 2022. But then I realized that Vince McMahon won a Royal Rumble in 1999. What the fuck was that about, Mike?
That was some great storytelling right there.
I have this down as the worst Royal Rumble winner of all time is Vince McMahon.
You know who the best is?
Not Bret Hart.
Uh-huh. But this benefited Bret Hart later on that same year. Ric Flair.
Ric Flair was the best one?
That was the best one.
I have
best commentary, best lineup, best build-up to WrestleMania matches ever.
I have Ric Flair. Oh no, I don't have the winners here. I didn't write down the winners, just the final.
Ric Flair was number 1. He was number 1 in 1992. He won. He had Mr. Perfect as like one of his as his manager at the time, and he won. And he won the title because the title was on the line that year.
That's right. Do you remember who number 30 was for 1992, the year that Ric Flair won?
That was Sid.
No.
Was it? It was either Sid or it was Hogan. Or was it some fucking jobber? I think it was like one of those 3.
It was a jobber.
I think it was Papa Shango, I believe.
I have the Warlord down for 1992.
That's it. Okay. It was like one of those. Like, cause I was going to have that. It was on the tip of my tongue. It was either him or Hercules, I was going to say. Because those 2 or those 3 that I just named off were all in the Rumble.
Yes, that's right. So that you would put, that's your best Royal Rumble winner, huh? Ric Flair 1992. That's awesome.
Dude, he cut the promo after the match. remarkable. With a
Yeah,
tear in my eye.
that's right. Yeah. So I said the worst one for me was Vince McMahon. What was so great about that time, 1999? What was so great about the storyline there?
Mr. McMahon was at peak levels of fuck you, I am the heel.
Because
I'm
this is
running.
right after the screw job in 1998, right? That's when the screw job went down.
No, that was Survivor Series 97.
Oh, okay, 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 gotcha.
98 is when, like, because it was leading up to it because you had Corporate Rock showing up. It was going to be McMahon wins. He's going to lay down for The Rock so The Rock can keep being the corporate champion.
So we got peak Vince McMahon, heel Mr. McMahon in 1999, and he's just r- fucking ruining the WWF or ruining the world of the WWF, I should say. And he's winning title. Did he win a title by this point? Probably.
No,
No.
he
Okay.
didn't win. He didn't have the title or anything like that. It was he eliminates him for the Royal Rumble, and then Austin is given a stipulation later on, like if you beat The Rock, you can face me at Saint Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view in a cage match. And then next thing that led to that was the debut of Paul White, aka the Big
Mm,
Show.
okay, gotcha.
So it's
Okay.
just what led from that point all the way into the 99 WrestleMania.
It just looks so bad on paper. Vince McMahon, 1999 Royal Rumble winner. It's like, wait, what the fuck?
And then
All
what made
right.
it even sweeter was all the shit Austin had to go through to get to even attend the Royal Rumble, because he would tell everyone whoever eliminates Stone Cold from the Royal Rumble gets $100,000 cash.
Mm.
And then he would have his goons go and jump Austin before the match even starts, and he's like laid the fuck out. And so Vince just sits to the side while everyone else is like competing in the ring and stuff, trying to win. And then here comes Austin later on in the show, and he starts clearing house and everything. He finally gets rid of the last guy. The Rock comes out, distracts him, and then Vince comes from behind, throws him over,
Mm.
and
Okay.
wins.
Wow. That's fucking.
I made a bet with my grandfather. It was funny because it was like I used to like play these little dollar bets and
It's
stuff. He wants
crazy how
to
you still remember
free
that.
money and stuff, and
That's
I'm like, he's like, Mijo, you either will do dishes or I will give you $5 if Vince McMahon wins.
that's wonderful, man.
And I'm like, best $5 I ever made off a wrestling
Easy,
bet.
easy money, yeah. Yeah,
Easy.
dude. So that to me stood out as
So
like one of the worst ones.
Edgar, hold on real quick.
All right. Damn, I see your guys' comments on TikTok, but they're not coming up on my fucking chat for some reason. He started the Rumble with Stone Cold. Shout out to RC22. Thank you for your comment, dude. I don't know why my fucking comments aren't showing up here, dude. My bad. But thanks for tuning in. Yeah, see, I see. Man, I'm fucking up, y'all. Sorry, guys. Chill guy Vic. Thank you for your comment. Um, Johnny Fitz, Big K Dog. Thank you guys. Hey, so thank you guys for jumping on the live. I'm sorry I can't see your comments. I'm probably just gonna keep my phone open so I can see any more comments. If I can see any more comments on TikTok, I haven't mastered the multi-stream chat, y'all, just yet. So I apologize. Um, but I swear one of these days I'll have it down. I have it all figured out. Um, Jay, howdy, y'all. Thank you for your comment from Kick. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're talking about Royal Rumbles here. We're talking about worst number 30 entrance for the Royal Rumble. This was inspired after Logan Paul got a lot of heat at the 2025 Royal Rumble. When he came out at number 30, people were upset. People were not happy about that. People were mad. So I'm thinking, I wonder who is a worse number 30 entrance, worse than Logan Paul. I would like to hear your opinions on this too. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me who's the worst one that you can remember. Mike, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. So yeah, sorry, I had to plug the phone in. Phone was dying and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, all good. No worries, dude.
We'll just call it editing.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. So,
Yeah.
to me, worst Rumble winner was Vince McMahon on paper, 1999, and
Mhm.
you mentioned one of the worst ones for you was Rey Mysterio, and I'm not gonna accept that as an answer, Mike. I'm sorry, but
Really?
we're not Rey Mysterio hating here. This is not the
There
podcast
is
that
no
hate on Rey
there is
Mysterio.
no hating on Rey Mysterio. I did not like that number 30.
All
And
right, give me your
a lot of
second
fans,
worst one then. Besides Rey Mysterio, can you think of another one? I'm just trying to get some heat off of you here, Mike. I'm not trying to get canceled yet.
why you got people crying in the comments or what?
No, but I'm probably sure I will eventually.
Okay. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
be okay. They'll get over it. They'll get some good sleep eventually. They'll sleep it off. Um, if there's another number 30, I wasn't like a fan. I'll just be honest with you, generalizing it, like a number 30 spot used to just be the advantageous thing right there. Now, when it's handed over to a jobber, like for instance, the number 30 spot going to Warlord. Warlord was like already like going down. He wasn't really the guy that,
Yeah.
he was facing Hogan slowly and then just
Yeah, it
not
seems like
work for me, brother. And then
yeah.
he got not gonna work for me, brother. I'll work Undertaker. And then I'm gonna lie about Undertaker and do all it. So things like that. Wrestlers like that. I think there was another one, Duke the Dumpster. That was another one
Okay.
from 1996, I believe.
Was it the Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I have him as Duke Drews?
Yeah, Duke the Dumpster Drazy. And
Okay.
that guy's a fucking piece of work too. Like there's a lot of allegations on that guy too, why he doesn't get involved with the wrestling business anymore as
It's
well.
it's
Like
it seems like the 90s, like the number 30 wasn't very an important spot because I have Tugboat 1991, the Warlord 92, Adam Bomb 1994, Crush 1995, then the Dumpster in 96.
see
Those
Adam
were
Bomb,
some.
that was such a promising one right there, Adam Bomb. Brian Clark, for those of you that don't know, he's also Wrath and he was also one half of Chronic back in the Attitude Era, WCW days and stuff. So
Mm.
man, that's yeah, Atom Bomb, and then you have Tugboat, and man, Tugboat was Typhoon back in the day with the natural disasters when he was teamed up with Earthquake, and then he became the one man gang in the WCW, and it just turned into shit right there. And you look at some of these number 30s from the 90s and going, and then the number 30 spot really didn't start getting important until later on, probably past like 98, 99. That's when they started putting more emphasis into it. Like, hey, if you're number 30, you have a huge advantage. I know, I think China was number 30, wasn't she?
China was number 30 at one point. Yes, 1999. That was the one that Vince McMahon won.
And that was an interesting one right there because they were really pushing the narrative of this is going to be the first woman to win the men's Royal Rumble. She was also the first woman to be in the men's Royal Rumble.
Correct. And speaking of that, there was another woman who entered at number 30 besides China. Do you remember who that was?
Wasn't that Charlotte?
Negative.
Becky Lynch?
For the men's Royal Rumble?
Oh
No, it
no, no.
was.
I thought you were segueing into
Oh
women's.
yeah, no.
I,
No, we're sticking to the men's Royal Rumble.
okay,
China entered
okay.
number 30 for the men's, and there was another female talent that entered the men's Royal Rumble at number 30. Sorry, I should have specified.
Okay, can you give me the year that happened? Because
The year was 2019.
2019, that would be Nia Jax, wouldn't it?
It was Nia Jax. Nia Jax, the second and only female to enter in the men's Royal Rumble at number 30.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. She got eliminated pretty fast, didn't she?
I don't remember. I just remember she took a nasty RKO by Randy Orton. I believe that was the one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it really did tell me though. Like, I have I have mixed feelings about Nia Jax. Mixed feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can never be a face.
Mm-hmm.
Never. She needs to be a heel. Perfect heel.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't think
Because
anyone would. I
no
don't
one
think
really liked
anyone
that.
would buy that. Nia Jax being a nice lady. I don't think those two things go together.
I mean, outside of the ring, she's probably like one of the nicest people
Oh
ever.
yeah,
Very
of
kind to
course.
everyone. I mean, I'm sure that's like probably 9 out of 10 times that's the roster. Like they're all very nice people. Um, but inside the ring, working with people and everything, it's like, no, you will go over as a heel a lot better.
Right.
Yeah, you call yourself the queen. Like I'm so happy like she won that Queen of the Ring tournament. That was awesome. That was perfect. That was perfection
You
right
just
there.
love to go against like the everyone else, huh? Like
Not really. Not quite. Not quite.
I didn't think anyone was happy to see Nia Jax win that thing.
That was good right there. It's just you gotta stay on that you gotta stay on that lane right there. Where if you're talking about heels and eventually turning the faces, Nia Jax is not one of them. And I'll tell you who has the biggest heel heat right now. It's probably Charlotte. Charlotte's got a lot of heat on her right now, like
Mm-hmm.
for that whole thing right there. And then you have some people that are saying, "Well, Charlotte's the best wrestler ever," and people scream nepotism, and I'm like, "Then what the hell's the bloodline if you're going to scream nepotism?"
Yeah, for sure.
And but to me, I just wasn't a fan of. I just wasn't a fan of Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't buy that or anything like that. And you know what? She wasn't the worst Royal Rumble winner. I'd probably give that to like if there's anybody that won a Royal Rumble, men or women, it's probably Ronda Rousey. I was not a fucking fan of that at all. I was like, "Are you shitting me, dude?"
Yeah. I got
Then
a
who was? Why didn't Ken Shamrock get to win one then?
yeah. I got another I got a couple more interesting facts here when it comes to number 30 of the Royal Rumble. There's three names, Mike. Three names, the most number 30 entrants at these people entered number 30 multiple times and they had the most number 30 entrants at a Royal Rumble. Three names. Let's play the guessing game here, Mike. Who do you think those three names could be?
Wouldn't Kurt be one of them? Kurt Angle?
No, I don't think Kurt Angle ever entered at number 30.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he ever got a number 30 spot.
Mick Foley?
Not McFoley. Also, another one that did not get number 30.
And he's never won a Rumble either.
That I'm not too sure. I should have wrote down the winners of the Rumbles, but I did not do that, unfortunately. Wasn't I didn't think it was gonna come up, but nope, Mick Foley did not get number 30, not one time.
Let's see. Who's number 30? Who's number 30 multiple times? That then they didn't win or they did win?
Well, some of them did actually end up winning when they entered number 30, but there's one particular wrestler that got number 30 three times, and this is the most a wrestler has ever entered in as number 30.
Is he modern or is he back in the day?
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Did he come out to pops? Like, would you pop for him?
Oh, yeah.
Are we talking 90s?
We are talking 90s and early 2000s.
Early 2000s, okay. That'd be Trips, wouldn't it?
No, but close. We're It's the same era.
Is it the Baptista?
Nope, but getting closer.
Baptista.
Wasn't him.
Um,
This one's tough. This one's this one's pretty crazy. I don't expect you to get this one right. So
is he still wrestling?
he's not. He's
Okay.
retired, officially retired.
Is it Sean? It can't be Sean.
Nope, wasn't Sean.
Okay. Um, has he ever main evented
Main evented WrestleMania?
WrestleMania?
Yeah, I believe he has at least a couple times. Yeah.
I'm not going to say The Rock because The Rock is in and out of wrestling.
Yeah, and I don't think The Rock actually got a number 30 spot ever.
It's wouldn't it be Taker?
It is.
Okay.
Undertaker, 1997, 2003, and 2007 when he entered number 30. Those 3 years and 2007 he actually ended up winning it. Now the other two names, these are probably going to surprise. This is probably going to surprise you. Um, I just got a weird comment, but it's cool. Dolph Ziggler entered number 32 times, 2015, 2018, and he never won it. I don't think he's ever won a Royal Rumble. So those two, that was the second name. The third name, the Big Show entered at number 32 two times, 2019 and 2012.
Hmm.
But I thought that was pretty. I mean, the Big Show, I'm not surprised about him getting multiple number 30 spots. Also, the Undertaker, because they're two big, you know, guys that when they come out to number 30, it's like, oh, okay. But Dolph
Yeah, it's like
Ziggler,
big pop.
yeah,
It's like big pop. Commentators sell the shit out of it, and then when they get thrown out, they're either going to get an eruption of booze or they're going to get a pop. Depends on who throws them out, and
yeah.
then the chances of a big person winning is very slim. The later they're inserted into the rumble. I've noticed that pattern right there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty interesting fact when it comes to number 30s of the entrance. We talked about the back-to-back winners. Um, did we talk about the most wins? I think we did, right?
The most wins in the rumble.
Yes. I don't think we did. So for the most wins, there's one name in particular who takes the lead with 3 wins, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names that tie at 2 wins of the Royal Rumble. So let's get started with who's the one with the most Royal Rumble wins of all time at number 3.
Is it Cena?
No, Cena has won it 2 times.
Hmm. So he's in the twos. Okay, so
He's
who's
in
in
the
the? That'd
twos.
be wouldn't Triple H be the other one?
Triple H is also in the twos.
Hmm. Triple H in the twos. Austin won it twice. He had a very short career. Brock won it twice.
Lesnar's in the twos.
Um, Del Rio once. Punk never won it. Is he still wrestling?
No.
Okay. Hogan.
Hogan is in the twos.
Oh wow. Hacksaw only won it once, and that was the very first Rumble. Um, Yokozuna won it once.
The homie Bars Wrestling Media said Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels is also in the twos. He did.
Hmm.
Shawn Michaels is not the one that with the most Royal Rumble wins. Shout
Yeah,
out to
Sean only
Bars.
won 95 and 96. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
win anything after that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wrestling anymore. Is he? Was it like? Give me a decade.
Um, Late '90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s. So then he's not wrestling anymore. It's not Taker.
Nope. Undertaker only won it once,
Right.
2007, when he entered number 30.
It's not Batista.
Batista's in the twos. Batista
He's
won
in
it
the
two
twos.
times.
So
Bars Wrestling Media said Stone Cold or Edge. And it's actually Stone Cold.
it's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold won it three times. You said it was two times, but it was actually three times. So you were close. You were very close. Stone Cold Steve Austin won in 97, 98, back to back, and 2001.
That's right. He did win 2001 because that's when X7 showed up, the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
Mm-hmm. And the list for number twos is I got Triple H with two wins, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Batista, Edge, Cena, and Rey Mysterio. Not to
Yeah,
mention Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels, who also won it back to back. But yeah,
that's right, brother. They won twice.
two times. But yeah,
Two
dude,
times.
that's that's what I had here for the Royal Rumble, the worst Royal Rumble winner besides Logan Paul. We also got into some other fun facts of the Royal Rumble number 30. Mike, before we get out of here, is there anything you want to plug or anything else you want to add about this these lists that we went over?
Um, I hope the shows stay unpredictable like this. I hope they stay like this. I didn't like the predictability of Cody winning. I like being thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of my favorite things. I like surprises like that, pleasant surprises. I don't like sitting there and going, "Oh, great, it's another one of these,"
Mm-hmm.
like they did with Charlotte winning. I did not like Charlotte winning one bit. She could have just inserted herself in a fucking title match and let somebody else win that.
Right.
Because there's two titles to choose from. Why?
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to go on Cena's level, and Cena could just insert himself into whatever he wants,
Mm-hmm.
because that's Cena. And the other thing is, make a. They should bring back one, and this one. A lot of wrestling fans like who want to sit there on their fat fucking asses and talk shit in everyone's comments about how wrestling should be ran or how some fans are dumber than other fans and everything. Let me tell you, I have to tell you like this. If we don't have a actual wrestler from the legends win one off, do a one off return to the Rumble, win it all, then what the fuck is that Rumble for? You got to have that one comeback player of the year showing up just out of the blue, wins, but they're so super over. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I insult those fans that are going to narc on me about that, and I could care less. And if you'd like to come narc on me, my Instagram is the Mike Omega. I'm more than happy to get a hidden DM from you. So I have the honor of telling you to go fuck yourself and block you. I'm so tired of some of these internet wrestling people telling me that I don't know shit about wrestling or that I don't know what I'm talking about or I need to grow up or I need to do this. And it's like, listen, you're the ones that wrestlers like Asuka and others fucking avoid when they see you. You're the ones that are going to have to pay hundreds of dollars to go and get an autograph and a fucking air hug in a picture.
The air hug.
So
Maintain your 6 feet, bro. 6 feet.
yeah, you're going to be practicing social distancing when there's no pandemic involved. You're going to be, it's like, and I'm sorry if I come off, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry if I come off like this, but the IWC is starting to stand for Internet Wrestling Clown because that's what a lot of these people are. They're fucking clowns. They sit here every single day. They sit here every single day judging each other off of what to watch and everything when we already have enough trouble dealing with fuckers that get in our faces and tell us that the shit's fake, that the shit's not real, or that we're too old to be watching it while they're sitting there watching some Fast and Furious Hot Wheels car movie that I could give a fuck about. What are they on their like 11th or 12th movie? I don't know. And I don't care. I care about this. I care about this sport so much that I can't wait until I can sit there and I can shake the hands of people that talk shit about me because I'm going to make it and they're going to be asking me for a picture.
Yeah, absolutely, you guys. Don't forget to follow the Mike Omega. If you don't, you probably do. And don't forget to follow me. I'm putting out a shit ton of episodes, so go listen to all of them. Leave a star rating, leave a review, and I will love you forever. Until then, Mike, a pleasure like always. Thank you for being on the show, man. And
Always a pleasure.
for everyone that's in the comments, everyone that followed, everyone that was listening, thank you guys